My husband confessed that he has been having an emotional affair and it's breaking me. I've married my husband for 9 years, we have a son together. Last week he confessed to me that he thinks he has started an emotional affair with a co-worker of his. He said that this has been going on for a few months and he didn't felt guilty. He said that he never touched her romantically, but he had feelings for both of us. He said he of course would choose me over any woman, but still I've been hurting since I found this it and I don't know what to do. The girl is in her mid-20s, she hasn't had any kids, she's so pretty and she has a piece of his heart. I don't know what I've been doing wrong for him to catch feelings for another woman. This is devastating to me. Honestly, I'd rather he had just fucked her and had no feelings for her whatsoever. That would be easier. I don't know how I can get past this. We have a family that I don't want to break up and I still love him, and he's ending everything with her, but now I feel broken. I don't even know if I can trust him again. I don't know what to do. Edit. I got preoccupied after I made this post. He said he did not feel guilty because it was an accident and he didn't intend for anything to go as far as it did. There were a lot of messages exchanged between them and he said they went on 2 dates. He also said that they sexted and shared nudes but there was nothing physical. He said he'd end the affair but right now we can't afford for him to quit the job. He said that he was going to stop seeing her outside of work and said he has already blocked her on everything. Having dates, sexting and sending nudes is not an emotional affair, it is an affair. You didn't do anything wrong if he never asks for things to change. This post has reached one of our comment/karma limits. The text of the post has been preserved below. I've married my husband for 9 years, we have a son together. Last week he confessed to me that he thinks he has started an emotional affair with a co-worker of his. He said that this has been going on for a few months and he didn't felt guilty. He said that he never touched her romantically, but he had feelings for both of us. He said he of course would choose me over any woman, but still I've been hurting since I found this it and I don't know what to do. Girl is in her mid-20s, she hasn't had any kids, she's so pretty and she has a piece of his heart. I don't know what I've been doing wrong for him to catch feelings for another woman. This is devastating to me. Honestly, I'd rather he had just fucked her and had no feelings for her whatsoever. That would be easier. I don't know how I can get past this. We have a family that I don't want to break up and I still love him, and he's ending everything with her, but now I feel broken. I don't even know if I can trust him again. I don't know what to do. Edit. I got preoccupied after I made this post. He said he did not feel guilty because it was an accident and he didn't intend for anything to go as far as it did. There were a lot of messages exchanged between them and he said they went on 2 dates. He also said that they sexted and shared nudes but there was nothing physical. He said he'd end the affair but right now we can't afford for him to quit the job. He said that he was going to stop seeing her outside of work and said he has already blocked her on everything. So he's sexted and gone on dates and doesn't feel guilty? LMFAO. Yeah. No way, it was just an accident. Yeah, fuck this guy. Totally dodging accountability. Why did he tell you this? I don't understand what he went on to say. Was he saying this to try to get you to change something, or to beg forgiveness, or because his mistress said, if you don't tell her, I will, and so he is trying to get his story in first? This seems horribly cruel. I'm so sorry. This was the last straw. My daughter 15 is being sent to her dad's house tomorrow night. Need help on how to fully forgive and to tell her without showing my visible anger. Extremely angry and hurt right now. I do not like showing people this side of me and I'm trying to calm down. I do not want to yell. She stole my debit card and spent hundreds of dollars with friends because she knows I don't get notifications on that card. I confiscated hers after she used it on a puff bar. Very hurt. Kind of hurt when you don't want to talk out loud. I am doing everything I can right now. All she had to do was try with me. Take the bus and go to counseling. I advised her to get the help she needed. Enrolled, but she didn't take the bus. I can no longer afford to take care of her myself. I said no sneaking out, stop skipping school, and stop shoplifting. I can't have all eyes on deck 24/7. I work endlessly. I can't stop working just to go to her school and have a meeting. A job, our support system is on the line. I told her dad last time and we both agreed. She knows how her dad is. You think going 2,000 miles away would make her stop? No. Picked up with it again when she thought I wasn't looking. Had to have the bank call me. You would think it was a stranger, but once you look at the location where all of this was purchased, it was sad. I didn't want to believe it. Sure enough, I go in her room and the bags from the stores where my card was used was in my card right under her pillow. The receipts on the floor. I just got off the phone with her dad and he's planning to book a ticket for tomorrow night so she doesn't leave. His sister can come out here since she isn't staying too far away to escort her to the house. I told her that it wasn't going to be like this anymore. I warned her that drastic measures will occur. I told her that she'll have to go with her dad. I tried what I could. It's been constant turmoil. How do you fully forgive somebody who would steal from you and constantly hurt you? Constant turmoil. I tried to be there for her and send her to counseling and those programs where they help you. Trying to speak with her, figure out what's wrong. I have other kids, twins 12, staying with their dad because of school. My children are the world to me, but what I feel right now isn't describable. She should be getting back at 6. I took off work for these 2 days to monitor her. Yeah, eventful day. Edit, she just left about 30 minutes ago. It was a painful but needed send off. Her aunt is driving her to the airport as I'm typing this. Her dad will call me when she gets in and she starts her new school on Tuesday. Thank you to everyone who helped. Even if I didn't reply to your comment, I saw it and appreciated it, good or bad. She was mad, but I stood my ground because I warned her already. I know this is for the best. You don't have to hide your anger. It won't break her. Confiscate the bags and your debit card and return everything. She sure as hell shouldn't be allowed to keep all the stuff she bought with your stolen debit card. I'm not sure how you'll force her on a plane if she doesn't want to go though, unless her choice is go to her dad's or face juvie hall after you report her for credit card fraud and theft. I know sure as hell that she doesn't want to go, but I told her time after time. Haven't thought about what I would if she flat out refuses. How do you fully forgive somebody who would steal from you and constantly hurt you? Time and a lot of work from her side. You did what you could, she didn't appreciate it. There is only so much you can do when the person you are trying to help doesn't want to be helped. Why wouldn't you show the anger? You don't need to beat her up, but she is old enough to learn that you are human too, and as such have feelings. You don't need to forgive her at this moment in time. You need time to process what happened, how you feel and what she has done. Maybe in the future there is room for forgiveness, but you shouldn't force yourself. Would it truly be okay? Growing up, my mother yelled at us constantly over the littlest things. The relationship is good now, but it still sticks. I would just always say that famous phrase, I would never do this when I have a kid. I don't want to be angry, but I am, and it hurts. When I was 17, I took one of my mom's credit cards because the guy I was seeing at the time, 27-year-old, said he didn't have the gas money to see me and I was really stupid. I ended up leaving the card with him so he could come and see me when he wanted to. Found out he wasn't using the card for gas and was buying other things. The credit card called my mom and that's how she found out. She was pissed but didn't yell at me. She plainly told me there would consequences and they sucked. I missed out on my graduation trip and had to give her all my graduation money to pay her back. It was either that or she would press charges on me to teach me a lesson. Looking back on it, they were harsh, but as an adult now it was completely fair. I started my adult life without having a record and was able to get a job without anything holding me back. You're doing the right thing sending your daughter to her dad for now, and you can definitely show your anger without yelling. Why didn't she press charges on your adult boyfriend? I wouldn't worry about showing your anger. You have every reason to be angry. You don't have to yell though, and she probably wouldn't even listen if you did. Perhaps say something like, I love you to death and I always will, but I am so angry and hurt right now I can't even tell you. I'm going to miss you. I wanted you to stay with me, but I'm not going to be treated like this and you just won't stop, and I don't know what else to do. You'll forgive her in your own time. You are way too upset and hurt, and your daughter doesn't need your forgiveness right now. She needs your love. You can love someone you're absolutely livid with. It's been 10 years and I, 30M, am still not over my college girlfriend, 29F. What can I do? I'll start by providing some context, but don't want to spend too much time talking about the relationship if I can avoid it. I dated a girl for 2 years in college from when I was 18 to 20. The relationship was pretty perfect. I'm not exaggerating when I say we did not fight at any point throughout the 2 years. I've never met someone who I found so funny. I was completely enamored with her personality and isms. She was intelligent, caring, ambitious, etc. We lost our virginities to each other, traveled through South America on a shoestring budget, could spend hours talking to each other for days on end and never get bored. Tons of great memories that shaped who I am today. We broke up because her parents threatened to disown her if she didn't break up with me and marry someone who was Jewish. It was awful for both of us, but I don't blame her. They were paying her tuition and I wouldn't expect her to risk that for a guy she met freshman year. I tried reaching out post-graduation, but she said the wounds were too painful to reopen and we no longer speak. She is now married with children. I feel like I have tried everything to get over her, but I am struggling. I still dream about her 2 to 3 times a week, and can never seem to get her out of my head. I even started lucid dreaming to attempt to better remove her influence, but it was too time consuming. I live in NYC, so there is no shortage of people to date, but I have not been satisfied in any of my relationships since. I have dated 4 women seriously since my first girlfriend, on timescales ranging from 6 to 18 months. I just never fell in love with any of them, even though I so desperately wanted to. The spark just didn't hit. I worked on some of the relationships tirelessly, but the results always felt fake. 3 of the girls were very attractive by conventional standards and 2 of those 3 were very sweet, intelligent, etc. However, I always ended it because it wasn't fair to keep them in relationships when I didn't love them. I'll admit that I am sort of a little ugly on the face, and I'm average height at 5 feet 9 inches, but I'd say I'm otherwise attractive and have spent a lot of time working on myself. I'm very athletic, bilingual, have an MBA, a great job, as well as hobbies that I am passionate about. I also make mid/high 6 figures and live a pretty comfortable lifestyle. I'm honestly exasperated and I'm losing all sense of purpose in life. I wanted a family so desperately growing up. I grew up poor and focused on building a career to provide for them. I'm growing older and just don't know what to do. I have been in therapy for 7 years. I have tried CBT, a slew of medications, meditation, spiritualism, TMS, EMDR therapy, psychedelic drugs, abstinence from sex and alcohol, and so on and so forth. I feel stupid asking Reddit for opinions, as it's clear to me this is a complex issue, but here I am. Any advice? TL, doctor. It's been 10 years and I'm not over my college girlfriend. Edit. I don't have time at the moment to go through all the responses, but will definitely reply to most at some point. I just wanted to thank people for the thought-provoking and kind replies. I really appreciate it, and especially hope the people who are facing similar challenges find happiness as well. You say you're short and ugly, that's harsh. And the positive things, MBA, wealth, career, lifestyle, seem to post-date college. My guess is that you had a low self-image as a teen and worried about whether you'd find the one, and had a great sense of self-worth, attractiveness and enthusiasm when you did. That has waned, and your current wealth and success don't seem to compensate, let alone attract suitable replacements. So it's very possible that you're confusing longing for the past with anxiety about the present and the future. I mean, it's not like you're trawling college campuses looking for another 18-year-old love of your life. Stay with me here. This is all about the present and the future. Stop thinking that your job and lifestyle are your most attractive traits. whether they are or not. Focus on and cultivate the qualities that caused someone to fall in love with you in the first place. There's someone out there for everyone. Just walk down the street and everywhere you look, you see people without MBAs, with lower incomes and chubbier bellies, smiling and holding hands. Go figure. Take advantage of technology. In this day and age you can have more dates in a month than you had in 4 years of college. There are plenty of people to meet. You're still young and, unlike a lot of people out there, you know it's possible. And when you go out with someone, treat them like you used to treat your old girlfriend. Many people have never been treated that way and might like it. One final helpful hint: do yourself a favor and never discuss this with anyone you're dating. The glass is way more than half full. Good luck.